I had been attempting to write for many years prior to like Burns ever happening, and I would always very much approach it as an actor. I would approach it with, and that's why it never went anywhere. So I did have to put on an actor's, I did have to put on a writer's hat, because approaching it like an actor just didn't work, because I was trying to go into this like the inner world and everything, which is vastly important, but when you're trying to write for more than just one character, you really have to start getting out of your own head and start like thinking a lot differently. One of the way, I don't like sitting for long periods of time. That's like in front of a computer, that's not really my jam. So a lot of my writing took place walking. I would just walk and walk and walk and like sort out ideas in my head, and then go and like binge write, be like, okay, I got all these ideas, I'm just gonna like put them down, and then I'd be like, okay, 30 minutes, I'm out, which I still am working on like developing a more routine writing pattern. But that's the way that it really worked for me, is just like working ideas out in my head, playing scenes out. And I mean, once I kind of got over that, approaching it as a writer, and I'm confusing myself. Once I got over like approaching it as an actor, and I started thinking in a more writerly way, my like actor awesomeness kicked back in, because I was able to like now apply like that like deep inner work to like all the characters, rather than just focusing on like one that like would be like a me character. You know, I was able to kind of like get a little bit more into everybody else's heads, like for all the other characters. So I guess it was like kind of like a balance, like to be able to like really go into the inner world, but then to have the idea of, you know, thinking of a whole ensemble of people, as well as, you know, having Adrian and Daniel help with like development. It was great to see like how they were viewing it in a structural sense, in terms of like, you know, seeing markers in a person's growth or whatever.